So right now, the radio control hobby is booming, and unfortunately it's because people are stuck at home when they're looking for something to do, but here is a hobby that you're going to enjoy it for years and years to come. So if you're checking out this video because you're looking to get into the hobby, you're looking for something inexpensive, you want to learn how to build, this is really one of the ways to go. Tamiya vehicles are so much fun. They're offered in kit versions, and when they're done, they look like something real, and you're going to have a lot of fun with it, whether it's at home in your driveway or a nearby empty parking lot or a dirt field if you have an off-road vehicle. But today we're going to take a look at this TT-01 Type E kit. Now this kit right here you can pick up for about $120, $122 as I was looking around. But this is a full build-up kit, and you're going to need some electronics and some paint and some time to put it together. But it is a really, really fun kit that I actually recommend to a lot of people. In fact, just 2 weeks ago, I recommended it to a group of friends of mine who were looking to go out and kind of socially distance themselves, you know, be on other ends of the parking lot and drive RC cars together, but they wanted something cheap and they wanted something equal so they can compete against each other. And this is what I suggested to them, basically. So what is really fun about a Tamiya kit, number one, is you get to build it up. You get to see all the parts and inner workings. And Tamiya builds these great kits where the instructions are easy to read and you know, the parts fit together really well. Now, is this a super high-tech kit? No, not exactly. But it is super fun to drive. It gives you all the basics you need, and it's going to last a long time as long as you're not smashing into things. So beyond it being a build-up kit that you get to assemble yourself, it does have some very cool features to it. So it is a tub style of chassis. It's a four-wheel drive chassis, so there's gearboxes front and rear. There is a support upper deck to it that is a nylon reinforced upper deck, so the chassis structure is nice and rigid, which is what you want for an on-road style of vehicle. On all four corners we have independent suspension, and this particular kit does come with oil-filled shocks. Some of Tamiya kits don't, but this one does, so I do like that feature there. There is plastic dog bones and a lot of plastic parts to the drivetrain. However, with the motor that comes with this kit, yes, it comes with a motor, it's perfectly fine, and it actually lasts a long time. If you go and put something faster in, it could wear, you know, the parts out. But if you keep this thing mild and just go out and have fun with it as is, this stuff is going to last you for quite a long time. There's a foam bumper underneath the body in the front for protection. As I mentioned, it does come with a 540 can style motor, and it comes with a speed controller. So not a lot of kits out there come with speed controllers. To me, it does, and you know, usually it works really well with a nickel metal hydride battery or a Li-Fi battery. But there are some tweaks to get around that with other batteries. But again, this speed controller that comes with it, very good for the price that you're getting this kit at. And you could go and put a brushless motor in there later on if you wanted to, a very mild one. The body itself on this is the real star, in my opinion. You know, Tamiya offers a number of different style bodies that just really look scale. They look cool, and when you're out there driving, they look awesome. Get your heart pumping definitely with adrenaline. But this is the Team Zaxby Mercedes-Benz body that you have to paint and cut out and decal. So you're gonna have to buy the paints. You have to pick up white, you gotta pick up green. We even went and tinted the windows here. And then all of these decals here, you have to go cut them out by hand with an X-Acto knife and apply them. Use a heat gun to kind of contour them over the body, just like as if you're building a static model. And you know, this could be a static model. You could go and put this on your shelf if you wanted to. It looks that cool. It does have a chrome grille in the front to really set things off. The Mercedes emblem up there, even a spoiler on top. It's got side mirrors, and then it's got the wheels that really set off the look of it. It does have rubber tires, so this isn't a drifter. You know, you could go out and rip some tight corners with this thing. But again, it is a really, really fun vehicle and really simple to work on. The only downside of these Tamiya vehicles are they don't come with ball bearings. There's a lot of people out there that are always upset by that, but you can go to teamfasteddy.com and pick up a bearing set relatively cheap there and drop it right in as you're building it. And you know, once you do that, honestly, again, you don't need to go out and buy option parts for this. You can have fun with it as is. Go out and race your buddies in a parking lot and just see who is the best driver overall. Or you could go build it up for fun. You could build it up as a shelf queen. There are so many things you could do with the Tamiya TT-01 kit and all the other Tamiya kits as well. And it's no wonder why there's a lot of people out there that are true Tamiya fans, because these kits are just, great overall hobby experiences. All right, time to go out and see this thing drive around. I might hit up my driveway or a parking lot, but that's literally what you could do. You could just build it up, head out, and have fun instantly with it. All right, let's see how this thing drives. All right, guys, it's time to talk about the performance of the TT-01E while I rip it around the parking lot here. Unfortunately, this is an old clothing store that closed down, so it's kind of a bummer that that happened. But the bright side is I got a parking lot to myself to drive around in. So anyway, this is top speed. It's not crazy fast, but it actually has enough speed to break the tires free if you really tried. But the cool part here is kind of that hop, and yeah, you know, it's not great for handling, but it does make the car look really cool, especially when you're out just driving by yourself. It's a little bit of action, you know, added to this on-road car, but it corners pretty well. I mean, obviously, since, you know, it's not blistering fast speeds, but, you know, that little bit of a jitter from the chassis and then carving through the corner, going over these bumps in this parking lot, it is a lot of fun. And I mean, you got to remember here, this is a $120 car. I mean, yeah, you do have to add your electronics, but if you're in RC, maybe you have some ready to run electronics that you could add to it, you know. I mean, that's all it's in here. It's a basic standard servo, probably has 40 ounce-inches of torque. Doesn't even have a label. I'm not sure which one it is, but you know, I just threw a Spectrum radio system in and we're running. You know, it's on a 2S battery pack right now. I've got a little battery monitor in there because this speed controller doesn't detect LiPo, and I don't know, I guess there's a little debate on that if it can or not, but anyway, just to be on the safe side, there is a battery alarm in there. But this is it. I mean, this is certainly fun if you're on your own. But just imagine you got a group of buddies out here and they're just ripping around with the exact same car, with the exact same motor, exact same pinion gear. It certainly is a blast for people to just you know, have fun with an on-road RC car. Again, you get to build it. That's part of the experience. Driving this thing around, part of the experience. Look at that, it corners pretty well. You just roll off the throttle here. Look at that bouncing around, that's awesome. But yeah, you know, you could have used a little bit more speed. I don't know, maybe, but it all depends on what you're looking for. You know, having a cool RC model that's a representation of a real car, just being able to rip that around, that's cool in itself, you know. So, all right, I think that's enough for ripping this thing around. Oh, I think there's got to be some scrapes on the body. But let's head back to the studio and wrap up this review. All right, so let's wrap this one up. The Tamiya Zaxpeed Mercedes TT-01 Type E is a fun model kit to build, and it's a fun model kit to drive, whether you're by yourself or you're out with a bunch of friends who have a similar car. You know, Tamiya, they just have a great modeling experience. I've said this over and over again in a lot of my Tamiya videos. It's just fun to build up and drive. I mean, that's really it. And when you're done, a lot of these kits look great on the shelf as well. So, again, it's an awesome entry to the hobby, or if you're into the hobby already and just a Tamiya fan, it is a great kit to build up. Definitely check out the TT-01 Type E's. There's a bunch of you can get right now for about 120 bucks, and sometimes they go up beyond that, but it's really worth it for the detail that you get out of these buys. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed our quick review of the TT-01 Type E. If you haven't done so yet, please click that subscribe button and the notifications bell. Throw the video a like. If you have any questions about the car, throw it in the comment section below. We'll see you back soon for some more RC Driver videos.